Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Manigan's Movie Music. Yes, it's Friday and that means it's time for Manigan's Movie Music live on Love the Beat Radio with who else but me, Reese Manigan. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a beautiful day today. So it's going to be the hottest day of the year this year, 23 degrees today. So hope you're out enjoying the sunshine while listening to Manigan's Movie Music. Hope you got your phone out, you're sunbathing, you're listening to this because it's going to be perfect, absolutely perfect. Nice weather, great radio show. What more could you want, eh? Okay, so on today's show, I have got not one, but two guests today, which I'll be introducing very soon on the show. And also, there's lots of great update movie news coming up very soon. And also, I do have a movie review coming up very soon as well. Right, okay, let's get on with the first track of the day. So the first track is, of course, none other than the beautiful opening to the very classic movie, The Fiddler on the Roof. If anyone remembers that one, that was Fiddler on the Roof. It's a very interesting opening for that classic film. I think apparently one of the most biggest classic opens for a musical of all. You're listening to Manigan's Movie Music live on Love the Beat Radio with me, Reese Manigan. Today, yes, it is Friday, and you are listening to the show on a gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day. Right. Now it is time to introduce not only one, but two guests. This is the first time ever on the show I've had more than one guest join me today on the show. And they're here today to talk about the business that they run. And I'm very intrigued about what they're going to do and talk about today. So please welcome Catherine and Lucy.
Hi, Reece.
Hello, good morning.
How are you both today? You all right?
Yeah,
Really
we're good.
Enjoying the sunshine. How are you?
Well, almost enjoying the sunshine. Just going around the outside, as you can see.
Yeah.
Not exactly outside, although that would be interesting to have a show live on the outside.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think we can take this equipment out here. It might be too expensive, and it's not mine, so I'm not paying for it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to just do like a live streaming or something on Instagram or something one day.
Love that.
But I appreciate you both coming down to do to be on the show today. And for the first time, as I said, I've got two people joining me today. So this is a bit of a different sort of show for me today. You know, a bit overcrowded. But it's fine. It's all good. But anyway, please let us tell the listeners what it is you do, who you both are, and what it is you're trying to promote today.
So I'm Catherine. I'm the co-director of New Vision Ents.
And I'm Lucy, and I'm the other co-director of New Vision Ents. So New Vision Ents is a production company, and we produce in-house entertainment shows. So, for example, we have a three-piece female soul, Motown, and disco trio.
Nice.
Called Her Soul, which we love, don't we?
Love the name.
Yeah, we love the name. And yeah, they perform all over the country and worldwide. And yeah, all soul, Motown, disco classics.
Yeah, and all of our shows are vocal shows.
Yes.
So we also have tribute shows as well. We have a Beyonce versus Gaga show, don't we? We have an ABBA tribute as well. So all of our shows are vocally driven.
Okay.
But as we grow, we could expand.
Could go in any direction,
Any
Reece.
direction. Yeah, that's kind of where the name comes from of New Vision, because
Okay.
we have new ideas, we have new visions every single day.
So do I every time I make a script.
Yeah.
my wife says my brain never stops, so there you go.
It's
So,
creativity, isn't it?
it's so addictive, isn't it?
Yeah. What we
Definitely.
found this year, especially, we're like, right, we need to actually focus on something, on one thing. Well, we're always Her Soul obsessed because that was our first project, our first show.
Okay.
We both produced together. So we're really passionate about that. But we thought we need a focus because with all the different ideas spiraling around, it
Yeah.
can you can go whatever way the wind blows. And yeah, so that's our thing this year.
Yeah.
Really focusing on our baby, our first
Little Her
project.
Soul baby.
Yeah.
Amazing. When did this idea first approach?
Well,
How long we got?
Well, till 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say,
45
it's a 2-hour show, so you're
Cut
fine.
down. So, on a personal note, like, we're both performers, we're both vocalists.
Yeah.
We've done so many things, fortunately, in our careers separately. And we just kind of met through the industry, and it kind of snowballed from there. Originally, we kind of was like, oh, do we want to do something together? As in, like, do we want to sing together? Do we want to perform together? And we're kind of an age now, Reece. We won't say how old. But, you're like, oh, we've kind of been there, done that. What's
Yeah.
the next sort of step or the
Yeah.
next phase?
Yeah.
And then I think it was you, Kat, wasn't it? That was like, I don't know if I want to be in it, but what about if we make a group and make shows and produce them like from the ground up? Like we do everything, don't we? Like vocally, production, choreography, costumes, like tracks, like everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of was like, let's go in that direction. That's when New Vision Ents was born.
Okay.
Yeah, because we thought, do we want to put it under an umbrella so we can grow into, you know, different directions as well, or do we just want to do a show?
Yeah.
And truth be told, if we just did a show, it would have been 10 times easier, right?
Yeah.
Just to have that as the focus.
The struggle's
we
real.
can see the bigger picture, the bigger vision, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought, no, let's put it under an umbrella of the company,
Yeah.
because then we can sort of expand it in
Yeah.
different directions.
Yeah.
And maybe one day have the male version of the show, which is
His soul.
the ultimate goal.
Okay. So you're planning to do like another company involved in that, or you're going to get someone like an actual male performer to kind of take over that part?
Good question.
As in to produce it.
Well, yeah, like because you're doing like if you're going to do his soul, are you going to bring like someone who's a male performer to maybe co-direct it with you, or could he kind of take it as his own way and partner up with you two together?
I think.
Have I just put an idea in your head?
No, well, yeah.
I'm going to go for a coffee after this. Let's discuss.
I think so. We're called MVE. We shorten it down, New Vision Ents. But I think with MVE, what makes MVE what it is us.
Yeah.
So we would be very heavily involved in any creative process for any of our shows we own.
Yeah.
But I do think in regards to choreography and things like that, obviously we don't move like a male performer would move.
No.
So that's probably when we'd introduce like a male choreographer. But yeah, the rest of it I think would be us. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to vocally collaborating with someone.
No.
I do a lot of the vocal arrangements, and I would want
Full control. She's a control freak.
Yeah. To be fair, if I've got an idea, I want it to be the idea as well. To be fair, but the biggest difference for me is luckily with me, I'm quite a collaborative person. So sometimes when it comes to making the film, and I'll say to the actor, right, what's your idea you've got, and then they'll sometimes come up with even a better idea in terms of a personality thing, and I'll go, actually no, that one works.
Yeah.
But then there are times where they don't match that. I'm like, actually, can you go back to the script, please? You know. Yeah. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a give and take, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's always 50-50.
Because we're like that with our ideas. We snowball off each other, but I think the difference is we are 50-50.
But when you turn around, does she get the eraser and scribble and then write it down and go, and you're like, hang on a minute, was that the mine? No, that was your idea, you know.
No,
just scribble it behind the back, yeah. I don't remember writing that down. No, you did. It looks like your handwriting. No, it was there for you. No. It was your idea, I promise. Anyway, should we do it?
To be fair, I think where we've been through a lot in our careers, the entertainment industry is wild. I feel like now we are at a place where we're very much like, we welcome each other's ideas. And even if one of us doesn't agree, we're kind of like, okay, like, well, let's give it a go. And
then behind the back, she goes, I'm going to go to the toilet. She's throwing darts at to shoot you. How dare she not take that idea? Hate you. Comes out. You're right, sweetheart. Cup of tea. Yeah. And then when she turns around, God, I can't stand her.
Oh, no. Honestly, I think, we're good vibes only at MVE.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, you need that. I'm only messing, but no.
But
I know, but that's definitely what you need, because otherwise, if you don't have that collaboration, it's not going to work out, is it? You just think, what the hell am I doing with this person?
Yeah. I think fortunately we always speak about this. We feel very blessed to have met each other.
Yeah, of course.
We've not been friends, our whole lives or anything like that. We've kind of known each other 2 years.
I'm trying to think when I recorded my vocal reel with Lucy, actually, 2021 or 2022, I believe.
It was after COVID, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I reckon 2022 then.
Yeah,
because that's when COVID kind of vanished, really.
Yeah.
So
and even after that, I don't think we spoke for a few months, and then the show idea. Yeah, so we wasn't, but I think that's better sometimes.
Yeah.
Because friends that go into business, sometimes it can be.
But you saying now, I've been mates with my friend for over 25 years, and we've got a production company together.
Oh, nice.
And we're always planning like how to try and fund it and everything. I mean, right now we're doing I'm releasing my next feature later this month, so we're hoping that the funds for that will do for our next pilot we're working on.
Oh, nice.
Because she had that planned for ages. So
yeah,
we were talking about it yesterday, just recently actually.
Yeah.
So
I think it's important, isn't it? If you're working with someone that you have a good relationship with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think whether you're friends or if you haven't started being friends, as long as you know what the roles are, and that's what we find really interesting, is we naturally fit into the roles.
Yeah, of course.
Of what we're doing. Like I'm very organised, very efficient. That's just how I am as a person. So that really works for the admin side and the scheduling and the casting. And Lucy loves editing and social media.
Oh, I love editing as well.
And I'm just not that type
It's the best
of
part of
person.
filmmaking. I love
So-
it. It's very therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah, it
To the
is.
I love it.
logos and the
designing
artwork
and-
Yeah.
you get a real kick from that. And
Yeah.
I get a kick from getting back to an email in 48 hours. It's really.
She's their life.
Yes.
Just lives her life on emails. Oh, we've got another
love
one.
it.
Oh, it's an ad, but still someone spoke to me.
No, honestly,
I
yeah.
love it,
And
I'm
we
good at it.
and that's what I'm saying. We are good at our roles as well.
Yeah.
And also I think when we know our lanes, we can stay in our lanes. But then the MVE lane, do you know what I mean, is powerful. We're not trying to sort of like, oh well, I want to do that and I want to do that, get involved in each other's sort of business. Obviously it's our business, the whole thing. We're involved with everything.
But sometimes too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
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 Oh, fair enough. Well, listen, girls, I really appreciate your time being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have a taste of what Manigan's movie music is all about.
Yes,
So obviously, as the show goes along, there'll be some funny questions to talk about. But most importantly, are you both actually movie fans by any chance?
Ish.
Yeah, I'd say ish.
Any particular favourite genre? I was going to say musicals.
I like a bit of
No.
everything, actually.
I like a deep, meaningful film. Again, it's kind of like the way that I live. The Pursuit of Happiness, stuff like that. The ones that
Nice.
you watch.
So
and you
basically
just think-
dramas.
Yes,
And
dramas.
like real life as well.
Yeah, ones that are based on a true story. I love The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock. I'm trying to think of other really influential films.
I like anything really. Like I quite like a drama or even like a action film. Love things like, you know, the Avengers and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
Is
like
it, are any of you
everything.
both horror fans?
Yeah, I love a horror.
Oh, high five,
I
mate.
love a horror.
Yes. Okay, me and you are going to have a lot to talk about then on this show.
I'm not going to lie, Reese. Like, I don't have time to watch a lot of TV or a lot
Well,
of films.
well
I'm a
funny
busy
enough,
woman.
do you know the amount of guests I have that come on this show
Mm-hmm.
that even though they're actors and filmmakers say, "Oh, I haven't watched this film," and blah. And as soon as I talk about a film, they go, "Oh, I'm going to watch that because you've recommended it now."
Yes, that's
so
what I do.
maybe that's what's going to happen after. So soon,
Yes.
she's probably going to want to go
Lucy's
home.
gonna-
Yeah.
I'm
going
gonna
to have a watch
scared.
list.
Yeah, she's literally going to be like, "Right, I'm watching that."
Oh, I love a horror. Do you not like them?
No, my
Really?
brain goes
Goes
crazy
yeah.
places.
Oh no, I love a horror.
Usually when I'm home alone.
Oh,
Every-
okay.
Do you like Home Alone? That's a good film. Brilliant.
Christmas film.
Okay,
Yeah.
girls, we're going to take a little break and play the next track now, so then we can talk about what's coming up next. Please stay tuned, guys. More coming after this. This is from the classic Indiana Jones. That was, of course, the classic John Williams of Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, Indy's very first adventure. And you're listening to Manigan's Movie Music live on Love the Beat Radio with me, Reese Manigan, and my special guests.
Catherine.
And Lucy.
Yeah, I get their guests to shout their names out all the time, so don't worry. Honestly, it's just so they know that you're here. You know,
Still here.
Yeah, still here, still alive, still talking, still
Yeah.
breathing. Okay, so Lucy, I'm going to come to you
Okay.
because you've intrigued me the most now about this horror thing.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
I want to ask you: do you have any particular favourite horrors at the moment?
Oh, no, you know when someone asks you, you think I can't think of any single horror
My mind's
film.
blank, yeah.
Let me think. I like things like, you know, like the old Halloweens, the
Yeah.
whole like Halloween
Oh, yeah.
series.
I
Throw
mean-
some at me, Reese. so I
Okay,
remember.
so you say the old classics. So we've got like Nightmare on Elm Street,
Not a big fan of that one.
Friday the 13th.
I think I prefer Halloween to those.
So the original Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else we got?
Psycho.
Love Psycho.
Well done. I'm glad you do.
Oh, do you know what I do
done.
love?
Yeah.
Do you know what I do love? Is it called Seven?
Yes.
I don't know what you'd call that if that's a horror.
No, that definitely is a film with horror vibes.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that movie is genius. The fact that they hid Kevin Spacey throughout the entire film. He wasn't even credited in the first beginning until the end of the movie. And apparently, he wasn't allowed on set until the reveal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's about the 7 deadly sins, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a
That's
killer
what-
who's
yeah.
obsessed with the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, I love
so,
that.
it's an amazing film. And they re-released that just recently, actually, because I think it's its 20 or 30th anniversary now or something like that.
It's an old film, I know that.
Yeah, the late 90s, I think. Early 90s. I have to double check. But yeah, that was a credible film.
Yeah, I love
But I
that.
remember first watching that when I was 14 years old. And I probably wasn't allowed to watch it then, but my God, I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, wow.
It's a good film.
Amazing movie. Okay. Trying to think of some other horrors. What about The Thing?
Not actually seen that. Oh, do you know what I do like? The Ring. Do you remember The Ring 1 and The Ring 2?
So is that the American one or the Japanese one?
I don't know. It's the one with the girl with the hair that comes out.
Yeah, they're in both movies.
Oh, I don't know. then.
So I,
I'm guessing it. What did you say?
probably the American one.
Probably the
Yeah, with
American,
Naomi
yeah.
Watts, right?
I think so. I
yeah.
watched it years ago. But
Yeah,
I'm
so
because
the original Ring, the Japanese one, that's the one you really have to watch.
Oh, really?
Because the Japanese horrors, they know what to do.
I bet.
I mean, it's like, this is the thing. The Americans have remade all these Japanese horrors, and they are all terrible.
Right.
I mean, even the American version of The Grudge, it is so boring. And if you watch the original Japanese version of that, it gives you nightmares.
Right.
Like, literally, the Americans need to know how to take notes, how to make a horror film. It's like recently with the new Godzilla film, because the recent Godzilla movie they did was absolutely phenomenal. And I can honestly say it was one of the best Godzilla movies I've seen in my life. And I said, America need to really watch this and take notes. And because you're watching not just a Godzilla movie, but you're watching a Godzilla film with human characters you actually care about. Because that's the problem with all these Godzilla monster movies. You've got all these human characters that are so... Like you have all these scientists and say, oh, we know what this is, but they're all dumb. Like, they're just dumb. They're all like, oh, we know what it is. Yeah, it's a giant lizard and it came out of the ocean. No, really, we saw that. But in this version, there's no scientific look about it. There's no research. They just know that there's something dangerous out there, and they just want to have to go off and stop it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. They don't just sit there and go, what is it? Looks like a giant lizard. Oh, yeah, I saw it last week. It just killed my wife, did it? Yes, and well, we have to stop it. Like, it doesn't do that. No, this is like proper amazing. I mean, and what also made it clever is the more you watch it, the more surprises happen.
Right.
Like, you're watching it, and then this happened. You're like, oh my god. Then this happened. It shocks you. It just does not hold back. It was an absolute incredible filmmaking.
Yeah, I've not seen the Godzillas actually, but I do like the Jurassic World and Jurassic Parks.
Oh, Jurassic Park, yeah.
Oh, the
Who
new
does
ones
not
as
like
well.
Jurassic
I
Park?
love them. Do you watch them? Are they too scary?
No, that's not really scary to me. That's just my
Dinosaurs.
attention just does. Like,
I was going to say, you would never be scared of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I mean,
it's not really
Jurassic.
scary.
No. I mean, they're doing a new one that's coming out in July with
are
Scarlett
they?
Johansson.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm not too sure about it because the last Jurassic World, in my opinion, was absolutely dreadful. What's it called? Domineering one or something? Jurassic World Domineering or something?
I don't know if I've seen. The last one I saw, they probably all sound the same, was obviously Blue, the little dinosaur.
Yeah, the
it?
raptor.
Yeah, and then I think the island collapsed.
Oh, that's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
That's
yeah.
what I
that,
saw.
Do you know what? That one, I see that as a fun movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was not great, but to be honest, I was like, yeah, but it was quite fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean,
Yeah.
I went to the BFI IMAX first, so I enjoyed it even more on the big screen.
Oh, nice.
Like that, like, it's funny, even though you know those films aren't going to be masterpieces, if you go and watch them on the big screen, they do feel a lot better. I mean, it's like when I went to go see the Lion King remake, which I'm not obviously a huge fan of the live action Disney remakes, but I did see the Lion King 2019 in the BFI, and I said, do you know what? I enjoyed it more because I saw it there.
Yeah.
If I went to a normal cinema, I would have been so bored of it.
It wouldn't have had the same impact.
No, exactly. But mind you, I didn't mind Mufasa, the prequel. That wasn't too bad.
I saw that over the weekend.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
really
I've not
liked
seen it yet.
Yeah, I saw that at the
And I
IMAX.
didn't think I'd like it because of the Lion King remake.
Yeah,
I wasn't
same.
impressed with that.
To be honest, it
but
was
it's
improvement.
really good.
It was improvement, and they had a good director, Barry Jenkins, because he is a really good director, and he did a film called Moonlight. If you haven't seen Moonlight, I mean, it's a drama. I really recommend it because that film, oh my god, it deserved Best Picture. It is such a powerful film. Quite hard to watch at some bits, but beautiful film. Absolutely gorgeous movie.
I
And
love
Barry
seeing your
Jenkins is
passion
amazing.
when you speak about film, I'm like, you're
you're
really
definitely-
passionate. I love that.
Yeah.
Because if there's a film that I know that's had an impact, I'm like, no, that is a film that you must watch before you die. Moonlight is definitely on the list. So
Okay.
I definitely recommend you both watch it because I didn't know what to expect. I just put it on, and afterwards I started crying my eyes out at the end, and I was like, wow, what a film. What a film. So, yeah, definitely on your list there.
Yeah.
You better start writing these down, Lucy.
No.
Yeah, get your phone out, you know. Moonlight.
My watch list.
Yeah, literally.
But
That's
you know, you
incredible.
were saying about seeing a film and you're like, you didn't know what to expect and it like changed your life. This sounds so
Yeah, my life has become so much better since watching Moonlight. I've won an Oscar, I've climbed Mount Everest, you know.
Well, it sounds silly, but has anyone here seen the Disney film? So it is like a cartoon called Soul.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
That I thought that
Yeah.
was absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, it's amazing.
About the meaning
But
of
do you know
life.
what's really
That was
upsetting
the
about
story.
that is the fact that because it came out during COVID, I really wish I saw that at the cinema. And the watch of it was like, that is a cinema movie. So I really hope one day they re-release that because I will go to see that in the cinema.
Yeah.
Because I was gutted. I mean, it was understandable, but when they said, "Oh, it's going to go straight to Disney Plus on Christmas Day," I was like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, "COVID has ruined cinema."
Yeah, well, yeah, it did, didn't it?
It
for a
was,
long
yeah. Do you know,
time?
cinema is like my church. When COVID said
love
that, like,
that.
it was like I was a crack addict that didn't have the drugs. I was literally I was going cold turkey.
Yeah.
And I was sweating, and I was like, "Why is the cinema closed?" Yeah, and then when they finally reopened for one film, which I think was Unhinged with Russell Crowe, I was like, "I'm going to go see that. I don't care if it's rubbish. I'm going to the cinema to go and see that movie." And I did. And it was weird, but I sat there and I was like,
I'm home.
yeah, literally. I was hugging the cinema seat like, "I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. Daddy's here." He hasn't gone anywhere. He didn't get COVID.
Oh, I love that though. Like you say, to hear your passion for it as well. Like everyone's got their thing.
Well,
but...
you do know this year, I don't know if you girls know, depends on how much you pay attention on my social media, but it is my 20th anniversary of making films.
Oh, wow. Yeah, congratulations.
So it's very special stuff happening this year. I've just recently filmed a short film just now, and I'm doing more in the next couple of months. And I'm filming The Bucket, which I just explained to you about, which I cannot wait to get done.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a big premiere for that coming later this year.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm really excited about releasing that. And so there's so many things are happening this year.
Yeah.
So really big things.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Thank you very much. Okay, girls, let's take play another track while we talk about more movie updates, everything coming up very soon. Plus, movie review coming up as well. Stay tuned, guys. You're listening to Manigan's Movie Music. That was, of course, Rescuing Sarah on the Lost World Jurassic Park. And you're listening to Manigan's Movie Music live on Love the Beat Radio with two guests today.
Catherine.
And Lucy.
Okay, so we're just going to bring up to date with some movie news. This is what I do on the show. I'm not going to talk about the Lilo and Stitch live action film because I'm not interested in that. So there is something more interesting. There is a bit of horror news, actually, Lucy, that you might be interested in. So you know the studio A24, right? They did Hereditary, Midsummer, and all that sort of thing. You know. Okay, so they're apparently the director of A Quiet Day. Of A Quiet Place, Day One. He's working with A24 on a Death Stranding adaptation. So this is the guy who directed two really good films. He did Pig with Nicolas Cage, and he done Quiet Place Day One, which was the prequel to, of course, A Quiet Place. Both really good films, although Pig, masterpiece. And so he's now working on a brand new horror for A24, which will be quite interesting. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for that one. Just recently, Sinners has been released, which is a movie that I cannot wait to go see. That's another horror movie, and it's already had rave reviews. Apparently, it's already been noted as one of the best films already to come out this year.
Wow.
So this is very interesting. This stars Michael B. Jordan, and it's directed by the guy who did the Black Panther and Creed. So he's worked with Michael B. Jordan on quite a few projects, and already Michael B. Jordan's been cast for another horror movie, which is going to come out very soon.
Oh, amazing.
So there you go. So that's quite interesting. Apparently, the new Karate Kid Legends is going to feel like nostalgia when the movie comes out. Apparently, it goes back to its Karate Kid roots. The Karate Kid movies, of course, were released back in the 80s, and I remember loving the first movie of that. But yes, there's going to be a brand new Karate Kid Legends coming out, and apparently Jackie Chan has said it's going to go back to its roots.
Now that I can get on board with.
Yeah, I
like
saw
the
the
Karate
trailer
Kid.
to that as well at the cinema the other day. It did look good.
It is quite interesting, yeah. Okay, and Robert Pattinson has just recently been cast as a villain for the new Dune movie, which will be very interesting. Of course, Dune is the franchise which has already had two very successful movies, very big A-list cast, but Robert Pattinson is joined as the new villain, so this will be quite an interesting role for him. And of course, just recently, he's been saying that he hopes the new Batman will be filmed soon because he's getting old. By the way, guys, have you seen him in the recent movie Mickey 17?
No, I haven't seen it.
Really good movie from the director of Parasite. Absolute great original movie.
How old is he?
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I think he's late 30s.
Oh.
Must be. I think he's like 38 or something.
Yeah, he's not that old.
Past it, is he?
Well, no, but I think it's because the new Batman movie has been delayed quite a lot. And it's not coming out till 2027 now. So he's basically saying they need to hurry it up because I need to, he says by the time we finish filming, he'll start having false teeth. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him, to be fair, because I remember they were delayed the first one for ages, but that was, to be fair, it was due to COVID.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't know why they're delaying the new one. Maybe it's because of budget or whatever, but who knows? And just recently, of course, the Empire issues released that Jaws is going to be re-released in the cinema for its 50th anniversary.
Ooh.
Which, of course, is brilliant because I love the movie Jaws. I have actually seen the movie in the cinema in 3D.
Oh, was it good?
It was amazing. In fact, it was funny because I remember going and I was thinking, is it going to live up to 3D as a 70s movie? It actually does. And funny enough, I went to a View Cinema for that. They had the 3D glass and everything. And amazingly, like when you watch it, the water is literally like your eye level. So it works. It actually works.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like you can actually see the water on your glasses.
Wow.
So if they re-release it again for the 50th anniversary, let's hope they release it in 3D again. Let's hope that...
And they're going to have the iconic music exactly the same.
Well, I hope so. I mean, it's Jaws. I mean,
Yeah, they have to, right?
I was going to say, they can't not take away the music. They cannot do that. I mean, it wouldn't be Jaws otherwise, would it?
Remix.
That's like saying, you know, the Halloween theme doesn't have the do 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 do
Yeah,
do,
it's
you
not
know,
the same.
no, or the Indiana Jones doesn't have the da 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 da, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, what kind of theme is it? Do you imagine? Guess the theme. That's Indiana Jones. No, it wasn't. That was, you know, that was Barbie.
You'd be outraged if they changed it.
Oh my God, that'd be terrible. I mean, God, they can't do that. That's
won't.
ridiculous. No, but I'm assuming they will bring back the main theme for the new Jaws, definitely. But also saying that, it's funny enough when they talk about remakes and stuff. They were saying that there was a list I found. I should have brought it actually. It was quite interesting of films that they dare not remake or touch, and Jaws was actually on there.
Oh yeah, you can't.
I mean, they can't. No.
What else was on there?
There was Back to the Future.
I've never seen
They've
that.
made that a musical, haven't they?
Yeah, the musical's fine because that's the musical of the film, but they haven't remade it.
Very
But they
true.
said that there's a list of films that they would never touch, and Back to the Future was definitely one of them because the director even said he wants to be dead for at least 3,000 years until they remake it. He said, but while he's breathing, they do not touch it.
They won't remake it, okay.
Roger Rabbit was one as well. Funny enough, by the same director. But also they said they can't do a sequel to that either because recently they said there's a script out there for a sequel. It's in the Disney vault, but they can't make it because of Jessica Rabbit because nowadays it would not be allowed.
I see.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. But then I remember making a comment saying, why can't they just take his wife out and just make it about the tunes? Like, just get Roger to have his own story without his wife, you know, and do something completely different with it, you know.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're like, no, it's in the vault. It's going to stay there. It will never get made. And I remember they've been trying to do a sequel for Roger Rabbit for so long. But then you look at Roger Rabbit's career, really. I say career. You know, because if you think about it, he did a movie. Then he did like 3 shorts after the movie. And then he did a video game. And then he just kind of disappeared for years on end. And the last cameo he made was in the recent Chip and Dale movie. Like, literally just a cameo on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, literally, his career went up as fast as it went down. You know.
Happens to all of us, Reese.
Yes. Yeah. I won't remember you two from next week. You
No,
know.
see,
I'll be like,
happens
the
to
careers
us all.
went up, and I was like, who was in here last week? I can't remember now. Anyway, moving on. Next up.
Next guest.
Next week, yeah. What are your names again? Oh God, no! But that I was just saying. So there was a list of films that they were like, oh, we're never going to touch, never going to remake, and it was a very interesting list. I think there was the other one they said they would never touch was what was it? There was another Terminator.
Oh yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then James Cameron as well, he won't let that happen because he's a man as well who will not let anything get touched unless he's breathing because the man is a psychopath. I mean, yeah, he's literally like the biggest ego in Hollywood.
Oh okay.
He's terrible. I mean, did you know? I'm giving you girls these really interesting facts here, but this is another really funny one I remember reading. Was after he'd done Titanic, which became the biggest film in the world.
That's one of my favourite movies.
And so you have seen that one then?
Yeah, I love Titanic.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't remake that either. But they did Titanic, the biggest grossing film of all time back then.
Wow.
And I remember when James Cameron was like, right, now we're going to do Avatar because that was his next project.
I love Avatar.
So you've seen that one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm literally, every time she says she's going to see it, so she's seen that one.
I love that.
So when Avatar was about to be pitched, 20th Century Fox, who then, before they were owned by Disney, were then like, okay, we're going to make some notes to James because they did it on Titanic. And do you know what he done? He walked in their office and he ripped up their notes and said, I've made money for you for Titanic, so now let me do what I want to do. And they had to. Because he literally said, I've got this big brain idea for this big CGI, amazing, different film that 3D is going to come out. Because he predicted 3D and everything, this man. I mean, this man knows technology like the back of his hand. Yeah. And 20th Century Fox were like, all right, we're going to take this risk. We'll let him do what he wants and see where it goes. And it paid off because, again, Avatar became one of the biggest, highest grossing movies of all time. And until Marvel came out, you know, and then Avatar 2 came out and overtook it. So, you know, but yeah, of course they are doing a third one, Avatar Fire and Ash.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were doing a third one.
There's actually going to be a fourth and fifth one as well.
They're just very long. That's the only thing, but I do love
Do you know, it's
Avatar.
funny you should say that because when the second one came out, James Cameron was saying that he was saying this thing of, it doesn't matter if it's long and you have to go to the toilet because the way of water is going to make you want to pee. This is what he said. He said, go to the toilet, come back, then buy the movie again, and then you'll watch again what you missed. This is what he said.
I
guess so.
I watched it at home, so I paused it and had a break halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the better idea.
Yeah, that is. Save yourself some money, guys.
Well, saying that though, I do support cinema either way. I don't care if I have to pee. I will definitely watch the film. So, you know, I kind of know when it's the right time. Like, after there's an action sequence happen and it dies down, I'm like, right, off, run to the toilet, come back. And then,
gonna happen,
and then I come back and then there's still characters going, oh, no, Gerald.
Although saying that, it is getting a bit expensive, isn't it, the old cinema?
But when I make movies, I'm going to want you guys to come and buy tickets.
True, but, you know, it is getting a bit spenny.
But it gets you out of the house.
Add everything together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the snacks as well.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't forget the snacks. I'll just buy the tickets. So I'll just bring my own Pringles and whatever.
take
So
your
it's
own
fine.
popcorn.
Okay, right, girls. We're now going to the ads, which is going to play in just a moment, and then we'll be back to talk more about more films and everything that's coming up very soon. Also, updates about what I'm working on as well. So very exciting news coming up very soon. Please stay tuned, guys. You're listening to Manigan's Movie Music live on Love the Beat Radio.